really cool. Hey guys, welcome back. We are still here on day 2 of Outer Bike. I had some time to kill in the afternoon, so I just went and got an Ibis Mojo 3. I've already ridden this before, but it was before my YouTube time. So I know I like this bike. It's a great short-ish gravel bike. So one of the things I really liked about this bike last time I demoed it is how well it pedaled. This thing, even with the 2.8s, you can really just hammer at it and it moves. So as we've done for the whole trip, this in addition to the Mojo 3 review is a video for the Moab brand trails. So I want feedback on that. Can I do both at the same time or am I overreaching?
The Mojo 3 is Ibis's super versatile trail bike that can be run in the 27.5 or 27.5 Plus configuration. It's a relatively short travel bike sporting 130mm rear and 140mm front. I'm testing the build that comes with 2.8 Plus tires. Ibis states it shares a lot of its DNA with the Mojo HD, and I agree. They feel similar and have similar souls, but they are quite different in the end. The HD is a monster truck that can take even the biggest hits, while the Mojo 3 is a happy, light, playful bike. Think of it as kind of the Mojo HD's smaller brother.
Nice little section there. Felt flowy. I wish I wasn't riding this blind. I'd be able to go so much faster.
I've seen a lot of people misjudge the Mojo 3 due to the comparison I just made. They tend to think that it's not a bike that can be ridden aggressively, and boy are they wrong. I personally know a few people who have this as their main bike and they ride them hard, big jumps and all. When I say it's a toned down version of the HD, we're comparing its capability to do huge drops and take big hits in succession. EWS kind of stuff. The riding most of us do as non-alien level bikers, the Mojo 3 can not only handle, it can handle it very well.
Since this is my second ride of the day, I'm really tired. Not really pushing the bike as hard as I could, just because my legs are on fire. I've been skipping most of the climbing just because I'm so exhausted that I'm going like 2 or 3 miles an hour tops. So you're only getting the sections of video where gravity's helping me. But keep in mind, if you do decide to come here, there's a lot more climbing than I'm showing you.
I've ridden this bike twice now. In both occasions I found it to be super intuitive and easy to ride fast. And although numbers wise it's shorter than I tend to like, for some reason it doesn't really feel so. The short chainstay combined with a slack 66.8 degree head angle balance it in some sort of weird place where the bike feels lively and can plow through small chunk without issue. Throw a few pedal strokes in there and the bike resists bobbing, instead transferring power in probably the most efficient way I've ever seen outside of a dedicated cross-country bike.
Killer rock gullies. Those are cool. So here's what I think. I think with this bike, you're paying a small penalty in descending capability compared to other bikes like the Mojo HD, but you're gaining a lot in pedaling efficiency. This thing has 2.8 tires and it still feels like it rolls amazingly. So if you're not someone who likes to do stuff that's overly technical, but you still want a bike that feels plushy and is soft on your hands, this is probably one of them. Plus tires in general will do that for you, but of the ones I've ridden, I really like the Mach 429 Trail and this one. So now that we're doing a mellow part, short comment on the trails. Moab brands, if you're doing a family trip, this is probably a pretty good network to bring the family to. It's not overly technical, but you still get some speed in some sections. On the other hand, if you're looking for like a full Moab experience, I'd actually skip it. There's better stuff that's real close by.
I know a lot of you watching end up here through search. If you're enjoying this video, you may want to check out the Moab or reviews playlist, as there are many more videos like this one. If you think I've earned it, consider subscribing. I post weekly, varying between reviews like this, trail guides, tutorials, and just plain old random fun on bikes.
Funky. Really cool. Only bad part is then I have to climb back to the venue. This is gonna kill me. Oh, that was a lot of fun, but pretty sure I'm gonna regret it. That is steep. Bike definitely climbs well.
Okay then, let's wrap this review up. I can't speak highly enough of the Mojo 3. If I had the budget for it, this would be my second bike. For the kind of terrain I ride the most in Florida, it's a perfect fit. capable enough to handle any technical riding at my skill level, and efficient enough to keep speed up in the pedally section. This bike is a superb middle ground. It's not an XC bike, it's not an enduro bike. It's what most people should actually ride as a trail bike. But there's a reason I picked the Jeffsy as a single bike to own. The capability for handling big mountain hits is better on a bike that has that amount of travel, and while the Mojo 3 could also do it without a doubt, it won't be as forgiving. Probably the only real downside to this bike is that its price is an Ibis, which means you'll be paying premium price for a premium bike. So, to decide if this is the one for you, try to figure out where you'll be riding the most and what you expect from the bike. I'd be willing to bet that for a very high percentage of people, this bike falls in the range of what they'd ride most. If you're already considering this one and you think this fits your needs, don't even think about it. If you have the budget, pull the trigger. You will not be disappointed.
So yeah, there we go. That's more or less what I can tell you about the bike. I know this was a shorter review with some not so gnarly riding, but I kind of chose this bike because I knew that was the kind of ride it was going to be. And in addition to that, some of the insight I'm giving you comes from my first demo on this bike, which was on flatter, albeit a lot more technical terrain. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comment section. If you had fun with me today, consider subscribing, and I will see you for the next one. Oh, almost forgot. Happy riding.